Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing the video edition of the 1994 Mazda RX-7 owner's manual. We're specifically going to be looking at the maintenance section, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to start at page 7-1 and we're going to go to page 7-7. All right, because your Mazda is a large piece of intricate machinery, it needs regular care in the form of maintenance and servicing. Many owners prefer to do much of this work themselves. So Section 7 has been prepared as a guide for the operator who wants to self-service such minor jobs as changing the engine oil, replacing bulbs and wiper blades, charging the battery, and rotating the tires. All maintenance schedules are included along with instructions on how to make regular inspections of such things as fluid levels. All right, page 7-2, Introduction. Be extremely careful to prevent injury to yourself or others and damage to your vehicle when using this manual for inspection and maintenance. Well, that's a legal statement, which is a good thing. If you're unsure about the procedure it describes, we strongly urge you to have a reliable and qualified service shop perform the work, preferably an authorized Mazda dealer. Factory-trained Mazda technicians and genuine Mazda parts are best for your vehicle. Without this expertise and the parts that have been designed and made specifically for your Mazda, inadequate, incomplete, and insufficient servicing may result in problems. This could lead to vehicle damage or an accident or injuries. For expert advice and quality service, consult an authorized Mazda dealer. The owner should retain evidence that proper maintenance has been performed as prescribed. A claim against a warranty will not qualify if it results from lack of maintenance and not from defective materials or unauthorized Mazda workmanship. Any auto repair shop using parts equivalent to your Mazda's original equipment may perform maintenance, but we recommend it is always done by an authorized Mazda dealer using genuine Mazda parts. All right, as far as that goes, that makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, just they recommend OEM parts and that somebody knows the car, so a Mazda technician. And really one of the things that I really agree with today as far as this goes is that usually OEM parts are the best. Page 7-3, scheduled maintenance. Follow Schedule 1 if the vehicle is operated mainly where none of the following conditions apply. If any do apply, follow Schedule 2. Repeated short driving distance. I want to stop and talk about that for a bit. Now, I just sold a 2016 Porsche GT4 and I didn't drive it a lot. When the new owner did the oil change, he saw that it was a little bit dark. He wasn't concerned, it wasn't super dark, but I was shocked because there wasn't a lot of miles on it. And then he was telling me that cars really like to be driven at a minimum of about 5 to 10 miles, but usually more, because what happens is that you have things like condensation, you have fuel, and you have a lot of things that sometimes contaminate with the oil when it sits there and it does a short trip and never gets to that operating temperature where you could actually burn some of that off. And really short trips are not good for your car, just as stated in this manual right here. So it says repeated short distance driving. That's not a good thing. Driving in dusty conditions, driving with an extended use of brakes, driving in areas where salt and other corrosive materials are being used, driving on rough and muddy roads, extended periods of idling or low operation speed, driving for a prolonged period in cold temperatures or extremely humid climates. Note, after 48 months or 60,000 miles, continue to follow the prescribed maintenance and intervals periodically. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off by looking at Schedule 1 maintenance, and that's gonna be just your regular normal driving conditions. And in the top we have I, and I is inspect, and if necessary, correct, clean, or replace. And R is replace or change. Okay, we're gonna start from the top to the bottom, and we're just gonna be referencing the miles. Now, we also have by months, but we're gonna be talking about miles here. So we're gonna start off with drive belts. Drive belts are inspect every 30,000 miles. Engine oil is replaced every 5,000 miles. Oil filter is replaced every 5,000 miles. Air filter is replaced every 30,000 miles. Spark plugs is replaced every 30,000 miles. Cooling system is inspect every 15,000 miles. Engine coolant is replaced every 30,000 miles. Fuel filter is replaced every, 60,000 miles. Fuel lines is inspect with an *1, and also it's inspect at 60,000 miles. We'll talk about that *1 here in a bit. Idle speed is inspect with *2 every 15,000 miles. We'll look at that here in a bit. Engine oil level warning system is inspect every 15,000 miles. engine coolant level warning system is inspect every 30,000 miles. All right, our asterisk 1, this maintenance operation is recommended by Mazda. However, it is not necessary for emission warranty coverage or manufacturer recall liability. And in asterisk number 2, which was for idle speed, the maintenance operation is required for all states except California. However, we recommend that this is also performed on a California vehicle. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn over to page 7-1, and it's a continuation of Schedule 1. All right, so brake lines, hoses, and connections is inspect every 30,000 miles. Disc brakes is inspect every 30,000 miles. Steering operation and linkage is inspect every 30,000 miles. Front and rear suspension ball points is inspect every 30,000 miles. Rear suspension, uniball, and sliding rubber bushings, inspect every 30,000 miles. Drive shaft dust boots, inspect every 30,000 miles. Bolts and nuts on chassis and body is inspect every 30,000 miles. An exhaust system heat shields inspect every 30,000 miles. And then we have all locks and hinges, and it just says L. I'm not sure if we looked at L. Okay, in the top we do have a new one. It's called L, so it's lubricate. So all locks and hinges need to be lubricated actually every 7.5 thousand miles. That's interesting. Manual transmission oils replaced every 60,000 miles. Differential oils every 60,000 miles. Air conditioner refrigerant, inspect the refrigerant amount annually. And air conditioner compressor, inspect the operation annually. And we're now going to be looking at Schedule 2 maintenance, which is the one that if you encounter those certain conditions, environments where you usually are not good, this schedule maintenance is going to be a lot shorter than Schedule 1, and we're going to look at that right now. Okay. So for drive belts, we have inspect every 30,000 miles. Engine oil is replaced every 3,000 miles. As we saw, that's very different from our 5,000 mile, almost in half. Oil filters replaced every 3,000 miles. Air filter is replaced every 30,000 miles. Spark plug is every 30,000 miles. Cooling system is inspect every 15. Engine coolant is replaced every 30,000 miles. Fuel filter is replaced every 60,000 miles. Fuel lines is inspect with an asterisk 1. Let's go ahead and go down and address that right away. Asterisk 1 is this maintenance operation is recommended by Mazda. However, it's not necessary for emissions warranty coverage or manufacturer recall liability. Continuing on, we have idle speed is going to be inspect every 15,000 miles with an asterisk 2. Asterisk 2 is this maintenance operation is required for all states except California. However, we recommend that this is also performed on California vehicles. Now we're going to go ahead and go to engine oil level warning system, inspect every 15,000 miles. Engine coolant level warning system is inspect every 30,000 miles. In my opinion, unless I am completely wrong, I think really the only main change on this page right here, which is 7-6 for Schedule 2, is the oil. I am actually seeing, yeah, the oil is pretty much the difference that you have to make sure that you have to change, which makes sense, especially for a rotary engine. All right, we're going to Schedule 2 continuation sheet on 7-7. And again, we have the new letter L for lubricate as last time. Brake line hoses connection is inspect every 30,000 miles. Brake fluid is replace every 30,000 miles. Disc brakes is inspect every 15,000 miles. Steering operation linkage is inspect every 30,000 miles. Front and rear suspension ball joints is inspect every 30,000 miles. Rear suspension uniball and sliding rubber bushings is inspect every 30,000 miles. Bolts and nuts on chassis and body are inspect every 15,000 miles. Exhaust system heat shields inspect every 30,000 miles. All locks and hinges are lubricated every 7.5 thousand miles. Differential dust boots are inspected every 30,000 miles. Manual transmission oil is replaced every 30,000 miles. Differential oil is replaced every 30,000 miles. Air conditioner refrigerant, inspect the refrigerant amount annually. Air conditioning compressor, inspect the operation annually. I believe on this Schedule 2 continuation, the main difference that I saw, unless I have this crazy memory here, is I'm going to see if I can compare all this. So comparing the Schedule 2 and Schedule 1 continuation pages, I do see a little bit of a difference here. Brake fluid is replaced every 30,000 miles, and manual transmission is replaced every 30,000 miles, and differential oil is replaced every 30,000 miles. In comparison to the replacement of the differential oil manual transmission fluid every 60,000 miles. So it is cut in half. So after reviewing this, pretty much Schedule 2 is fluids are pretty much cut in half as far as their mileage and their time limit, which makes a lot of sense. And guys, I really want you to take into consideration what Schedule 2 criteria is. A lot of us think that just because maybe we're not driving the car hardcore, we have to take in consideration the temperatures, the wind, the humidity, the dust. So just make sure that you look at the manual and that you essentially follow those rules. Now, I'm a little bit crazy. You know where they say replace every 3,000 miles? I'm usually replacing my oil every 2,000 miles on the RX-7 because I'm using that Castrol conventional. It's not very expensive. And at the end of the day, I love pulling out the dipstick and just seeing clear, fresh oil. And especially in a rotary that utilizes it literally in its process, I think that's a great thing. Let me know how often you're changing your oil and what you thought about the schedule of RX-7's official Mazda's owner's manual. All right, guys, stay tuned for more videos because we're going to continue on with the actual owner's manual, and we're going to try to do hands-on things. So when they tell us to check something or something like that that's in the manual, we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to show it. So it's going to be kind of fun. All right, guys, thank you for watching. You take care, stay safe, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.